So, I was 14, feel it? Yeah. Okay. Did you ever stop?
She asked my number, what could I do?
Yeah, right. We're landing in half an hour. You want to clean up?
Yeah. What about him?
No, he's flying into a shitstorm. Just let him sleep while he can.
As a matter of fact, I wasn't sleeping. Thanks anyway, mate.
Told you not to use my first name.
Sorry. Detective. I was wondering if I could ask you a favour. You seem like a decent enough sort of bloke.
What favour?
Inside pocket of my jacket. I'm hardly in a position to do anything, am I? That's Mum. If you could see she gets that, I'd appreciate it.
Oh, she can come and see you, Conway. You can give it to her
No,
yourself.
she can't get around. She's got MS. But you guys aren't going to take me to see her, are you?
So, ring her from Romano. I mean, she'd be glad to hear your voice.
You can keep a letter, Detective. You can take it out and you can hold it. You can't cherish a phone call. It's my mother. It's just a favour.
Sleeping Beauty's awake.
Good morning.
Yeah, good for me, maybe. Definitely not so good for you, mate.
Here we go.
What? No prezzies?
Saving the T-shirts for later.
Wait till we organise the back door. Yeah, to stop the media vultures from having a feeding frenzy.
Mr. Conway, Detective Macklethorpe and Freeman.
Pleased to meet you. I bet you are. Nice holiday? I wish.
Thought I was going straight to remand.
You're here till the press get tired and go home. No spa bath, I'm afraid. You'll have to cope.
Sorry, mate, no press.
I'm not press, I'm in the job. Mike Davies. Used to be in Homicide.
What can we do for you, Mike?
Heard your redirection on the band. I was the one who handled this scumbag's case. Just thought I might renew the acquaintance. But you never thought this day'd come, Conway. 4 walls now, mate. For life. Your parole officer hasn't even been born.
Just as vindictive a bastard as ever, eh?
Don't okay, Mike. You had your look. Now back off.
Fair enough. Hate to hold you up. Sooner there's arseholes inside, the better.
We got company, let's go!
Hey, Conway. I'll be in court when they send you down, son. See if you're still smiling then, you arsehole!
Don't forget.
James Lionel Conway, who fled this country after being charged with the 1999 murder of photographic
what a
model,
monumental cock-up.
killed whilst trying to escape custody on his return to Australia this morning. Conway had been extradited from Britain for over 6 years.
Your crew given their statements?
Yeah, ethical standards are reviewing the tapes.
Oh, the dead girl's father, a.k.a. the Inner Spring King.
No, I can't help wondering why Conway didn't fight extradition proceedings.
It's been exercising my mind too. I mean, he didn't say anything of significance when your team picked him up in London?
As far as I know, according to them, he was polite, respectful, basically said nothing.
The balcony of her inner city apartment block during an argument with Conway, a government driver, and her secret lover.
Oh, well, maybe they've done us a favour this time. Although, assuming he was trying to escape, if what your boys are saying is true, that wasn't the case, was it? He killed himself. The press is stupid.
Why would he do that?
It pisses us off if you ask me.
Sure, Duncan, he killed himself just to piss you off.
I suggest you all get home. You've given your statements.
To what now, Sarge?
Oh, nothing as far as I can see. It wasn't anybody's fault unless there's something that I don't know about. Okay, well, I'll let you know if they need anything further. Do not talk to the press. That goes without saying. And Simon and Matt, put together the extradition report tomorrow and go through the original case notes, see if there's anything there that might explain what was in his head at the time. Jennifer, the superintendent, wants to see you before you go.
What for?
Didn't say.
Oh, Detective Mapplethorpe. Sorry, I have to be somewhere. Are you doing all right now?
Yes, I'm fine, thanks.
You're back on duty sooner than expected. What's it been, 2 weeks?
3, just over.
Unfortunate business. Are the media leaving you alone?
Yes, they are now. It's old business.
Well, you were wise to keep your head down. Only way to deal with those buggers.
Was there anything else?
Oh, the mother of the boy you shot, Victoria Semple. She wants a meeting with you.
A meeting?
At this stage, it's an informal request. One of the partners in her law firm rang me. He's of the opinion that a face-to-face with you might help her find some closure over her son's death. So, think about it. Let me know what you decide. No pressure.
You said at this stage it's an informal request. What does that mean?
Well, it's possible Miss Semple could make a fuss. Nothing was said, but it is important to read between the lines with these things.
Are you ordering me to do this?
Not at all. It's entirely your decision. Let me know. Good night, Detective.
I mean, she probably wants you to apologise for her son's death. It's usually what they mean by closure.
I've got nothing to apologise for. Brett Semple was off his nut. We're lucky we're not dead.
Morning, Jennifer.
Morning.
You okay?
Something up?
Conway. It's a long way to come to kill yourself.
Maybe he didn't want to face his last day in court.
Maybe.
Hilda Conway.
Jim Conway's mother. He gave it to me, asked me to pass it on to her.
And you agreed?
Well, given what's happened, this could be a suicide note.
Gee, had you picked him?
It's his mother.
So, give it to Wolfie with an apology. I think he's at his breakfast.
Yeah, it's a bit late for that. I accepted responsibility the moment I let Conway give it to me.
And a mother deserves the last letter from his son, Matt. Come on.
Oh, she does. I'll make it clear. She has to tell us if it's relevant. If it isn't, well, it's none of our business.
Oh, so I'll be coming with you. Maybe she's not.
She's sick. Conway said that she's sick. Mrs. Conway?
Yes, what do you want?
I'm Detective Ryan, and this is Detective Mapplethorpe.
I already know about Jim.
Yes. We're sorry for your loss. Came to give you a letter from your son.
Oh, yes. Jim said someone might come.
He said that to you.
Mrs. Conway, if this has any bearing on your son's death or on the death of Suzanne Fendleton, we may need to take it in as evidence.
Hilda. Would you call me Hilda? That's my name.
Okay. Hilda.
What did you mean Jim said someone might come?
With this letter. He phoned me from Spain. That was just before he went to England and was arrested. And he said if somebody should come with this letter, I was to give them something in return. Come inside. Jim said I could open it. I can tell you what's inside, but you'll want to read it yourself, I suppose. Now, that explains exactly what happened the night Suzanne Fendleton died.
You mean this is your son's confession?
No, dear, it's not a confession. My son didn't kill anyone.
Hilda, may I?
Oh, well, there's nothing really to interest you there. It's just he loves me. He's sorry for everything he put me through, you know, this sort of thing.
And you believe this, that he didn't kill Suzanne Fendleton?
Throwing a young woman off a balcony, no. He was not capable of murder.
So you're saying someone else killed Suzanne Fendleton?
Well, Jim says so. It's in there. It's on page 10. You look. They tempted him with the sort of life he always dreamed about. And he couldn't resist, you see. But somebody else killed the girl, all right.
Alex Zammit.
The cabinet minister?
Sorry, Sarge, we know it's way out of left field.
And how long has Hilda Conway been sitting on this particular time bomb?
Well, she got the envelope around the same time her son was arrested in London. He posted it before he left Spain.
And you were at Hilda Conway's, and let me get this right, because you wanted to give her another letter, a letter which Jim Conway gave you on the flight going over, a letter which I'm hearing about for the first time now.
What was I supposed to do, Sarge? It was to his mother. After he killed himself, I just wanted to make sure she got it. I covered the bases.
Well, you didn't cover this one.
No, I didn't expect this.
She let us see the letter, Sarge. There's nothing in it, just mother and son stuff.
Very touching. And in this document, Jim Conway specifically names Alex Zammit as the girl's killer.
Black and white. And more than just the name, the whole thing.
He claims that Zammit was up there with her.
We checked. Jim Conway was the minister's chauffeur at the time. He claims in there that he was standing down by the car when Suzanne Fendleton came off the balcony. Zammit persuaded him to say he was the one who was with her.
Persuaded how?
$500,000. I mean, he wasn't supposed to be confessing to a murder, just claiming to have witnessed an accident.
Yeah, initially he fed him the story about Suzanne standing on a chair trying to change a light bulb on the balcony when she fell, but that went sour when the physical evidence suggested that there was no way she could have fallen off the chair and gone over the balcony.
She had to have been pushed hard.
So he bumped up the offer to $2 million, the ticket to nowhere, said he could make Conway disappear forever.
Jim went for it. Spain, here I come.
Jim.
The idea was to make it look like Conway had done a runner so that Zammit was in the clear. The statement is very convincing, Sarge. He's got all the details down.
He's had 6 years to get all the details down. You don't charge a cabinet minister on the word of someone like Jim Conway. The man has spent 6 years in Spain laughing at us under the non-extradition umbrella, and now we're supposed to believe he is innocent? This is the word of a man who is now dead and cannot be cross-examined.
It's a legal document, Sarge. An affidavit witnessed by a solicitor. A law firm in Spain. Conway covered all his bases too.
Bernice, why do you keep letting your people do these things to me?
It's nothing personal, Bill, I can assure you. I thought this was how you wanted things. I smell a hot potato, I tell you about it.
But I don't see what the problem is. Conway's dead. Why stir the pot if we don't have to?
I don't think his mother would necessarily share that point of view. And even if he is dead, the affidavit's still there, isn't it? How do we know he hasn't instructed his lawyers in Spain to go public if nothing's done about it?
Bloody hell. All right, we move on it, but in no way, shape, or form is that affidavit to be mentioned in any investigation. It doesn't go beyond these four walls. We're simply following up on Conway's suicide. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Who was the lead on the original investigation?
Mike Davies.
Right. Get him into Wolf's office. We'll show our faces down there. A bit of blood on the floor should make the point.
Political agendas. This is not simply just a matter of good government. It's a question of social responsibility. If we don't place the welfare of our young people at the very forefront of our aspirations...
This is going to get very ugly.
Of our political agendas,
And not just for Alex Zammit.
we do ourselves...
Conway even names the people in DFAT who Zammit bribed to swing him a dodgy passport.
They are going down.
Why have you got the affidavit? I thought that Wolfie had the only copy.
You didn't photocopy it, you dick.
Yeah, I don't remember asking you guys to have a look at it.
Matt, why the hell would you do that?
I don't know. I'll shred it. Will that make you happy?
This is all we damn well need with Zammit about to front a major international conference. That affidavit stays under wraps. Clear?
They're giving the case back to Davies.
He isn't even in Homicide anymore.
No, I know that, but as the original investigator, he gets first crack at it.
But he hates Jim Conway's guts. I mean, how much effort is he going to put